we have my audience, Braden and Dylan, and today we're discussing the topic of history of soccer in America. And I would like to begin with Dylan for football or soccer. This is a great question to ask, as there's a great football is much more impacted in America than anywhere else in the world. And I want to delve into the history of soccer in America, as really there's more light to shed on this beautiful game, as it's often overlooked by other history, such as football. And in the United States, soccer usually remains in the shadows of other American history. Furthermore, soccer has been around since the early 1800s in England and other international countries, and I believe it's a great story to tell about how it was brought into America. And as a former soccer player who competed from second grade all the way up to senior year in high school, I understand the passion and dedication this game takes, and I believe by discussing the extraordinary history of soccer in America, we can go into a deeper conversation and understand and appreciate the history of soccer in America as a society. Soccer offers an extraordinary amount of history and topics to explore, such as the development of soccer in the United States, the development of the international soccer in America, and the growth of the MLS, the Major League Soccer League. And to begin with, a timeline was published on USsoccer.com, the official website of the United States Federation, and this information states that when the Pilgrim Fathers settled at Plymouth Rock in 1620, they found a group of American Indians playing a sport similar to soccer on the Massachusetts coast, and the American Indians called the sport Ashwaubenon, which roughly translates to they gathered to play football. Furthermore, I found information about the Anonymous of Boston on a website, Celebrate Boston, also known as CelebrateBoston.com. The information this website provides is that they were the first organized club in America, They're the very first organized soccer club in America, and they were active from 1862 to 1865. And their founder was Jared Smith Miller, and he founded the club at 16 years old. And now a monument stands in the Boston Common where this club played their home matches. And then just a few years after the Civil War, soccer became an official organized sport at colleges. The first colleges to partake in this were Rutgers and Princeton, as they hosted their first official match on November 6, 1876, and Rutgers won that match 6-4. And then, according to the NCSA college recruiting website, also known as the NCSAsports.org, today there's nearly 1,400 colleges that participate in organized soccer, and they play in the divisions such as the NCAA Division I, Division II, Division III, the NAIA, and the NJCAA. Next up, I want to talk about international soccer, as it took America by storm. For example, in the 1880s, a group of European immigrants arrived in America, and their love for soccer delved and created the love for international soccer, and that knowledge was brought to America with them. And then in 1885, America and Canada hosted the first international soccer match outside of Europe. It was America versus Canada, and now they have a yearly match tradition where they play each other once a year as a friendly match. And then on May 21st, 1904, the Federation International League Football Association, also known as FIFA, was established in Paris. And then, since FIFA has become so big in the world, they slowly started expanding to other countries. One of the countries that they wanted to get involved with was FIFA, was America. So the U.S. Football Association, they were formally inducted into the FIFA on June 24th, 1914, making that America's entry in international soccer. And then, as international soccer has grown so much, the women's team and men's team both have a team now in America. The men's team isn't as good as the women's team. They haven't won any World Cups, but the women's team has won 4 World Cups over the past 30 years. After winning one of their World Cups, one of their players named Crystal Dunn, she had a quote that inspired me and other soccer players, and that quote is, "For me, it's about controlling what I can control." And I believe this quote sticks with me and other soccer players, as we can really only control our personal effort and adaptability on the field. And finally, I want to talk about the Major League Soccer. The MLS was established in 1996 with 10 teams, but they have slowly expanded. But through them expanding, they've had some troubles, as in the first 5 years, they lost $250 million in revenue. But for that, they had to make some rule changes to try to bring in more attendance to the games, but that did not work. So then, since that did not work, they wanted to expand more. They tried to bring more fan bases to other cities. So they expanded 2 more teams, one in Chicago, one in Miami. And according to the official Red Bull website, redbull.com, an article published by Mae Lester that in 2002, the U.S. men's national team's success in the World Cup was so good that it brought a lot of attention to soccer in America, and they were MLS is able to expand 2 more teams in 2004. And now in present day MLS, there's 29 teams, 3 in the United States, 3 in Canada, and 26 in the United States. And since it's becoming so big, older players that play overseas in the better leagues, they want to slowly come to America since the seasons are shorter. And the players that brought over, the big names that we brought over is Gareth Bale, he's retired now. But Lionel Messi, arguably the go to soccer, came to the MLS this year and joined a team called Inter Miami. And just in his 6 games being in the MLS, an article published by the ESPN News Services examines that Messi is a finalist for the MLS Newcomer Award because of his impact on and off the field, just because he's on ways to go to soccer. And furthermore, Messi emphasized that coming to the MLS, that my happiness was always playing football, and he felt like he was playing overseas, he was not happy playing, and he's really found a joy playing soccer again in the MLS. But all in all, soccer's history in America is a compelling story that deserves more recognition from its origin from the start of the international soccer and to the growth of the MLS. There's just so much to appreciate. And I just wanted to leave y'all with something, and that's just going to be just remember that there's everything. This is a unique sport, and remember what you want to be remembered for. Thank y'all.